Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and I'm finally getting back around to ATEEZ. I have a minute. I have a minute today. I was getting used to reacting to. I decided to put my hair, but like redo my ponytail. Hang on. I got used to reacting to ATEEZ in the Monday mornings, along with Stray Kids, Two Kids room, and there's nothing. This morning we're done with the vlogs. It looks like I wasn't keeping track of how many there were, so I went looking for one, and there was nothing. So I decided, you know what? I still want to react to ATEEZ something this morning. So I did the first episode of the Fever thingy bobber. What's the name of it? Hold on. What is the name of the Fever stuff? Fever series. Apparently, it's just Fever series. And y'all said, "Oh yeah, this came first, technically, the diary film." So I decided to go back and watch the diary film first, so that I have a little bit more of a basis, and then I will be getting back to episode 2 of the Fever series. Promises, promises, promises. I can't promise that I'll be going quickly through stuff. For instance, it's been a while since I've done the Salary Lupin over on Patreon. I am going to keep going with the series. I am going to finish it. Don't you worry. But I know you were worried. You were so worried. I'm not going to just drop it. But it is taking me longer to get through stuff these days with just all the real. This is also real life. I don't know I guess anything on the internet is not real life, apparently. All this stuff going on with my physical tactile life. Tactile. Check that out. Is this loud? This feels loud. Diary film. It says world building in it, yeah?
The universe is divided into many dimensions.
And I do think I've seen a small piece of this that was connected to one of their music videos or live performances or something like that. So I think a little bit of this, like a few minutes, is gonna look familiar. That's it. It might be this opening part. Or not.
This is the story where their dimensions are split into 8 pieces again.
Okay, so that's interesting. That's because I know they're continuing. I have to be careful with my beverage. There's still stuff in here, which is really good, by the way. I went over to a friend's house. You care. Listen to me. You care. I went over to a friend's house the other day and had a girls' night, and her husband was there watching the kids, and he's a total enabler for me. Like, we have the same alcohol choice beverage, and he sent me home with a couple of these. They're K-cups, but they are for those who are 21 and older. And this is Irish coffee, and it is glorious. It is so good. It's shout out. Oh, I was gonna say 8 dimensions. Okay, so we are world building here, and I wonder if that is part of their world. Their dimensions are split into 8 pieces again. Like, that's specific wording. So this is a story where their dimensions, plural, are split into 8 pieces. So I wonder if there's 8 different, like, dimensional pieces that they have to gather together into one.
Again.
Cromer. I know that term at least. That's how they switch things, right? Okay, so we got Hall ATEEZ. He's creeped out. I would be too. Presenting him with it. Oh gosh, I have ads incoming. Hang on. Okay. So, leader is being presented, and I still have to get to. I'm still trying to get to know, their faces with masks on. I'm just going to assume that's Hongjung. Maybe not, because we have blue hair and black hair, and I don't know if they would have filmed the two. Maybe not. I'll figure it out. At least I'm still trying to get their faces down, especially when they're wearing both a hat and a mask. I'm still trying to get them by just like the eyes and the ears and stuff. Okay, so was he sleeping or was he not? Cromer's there. Is it a long or a short O? Cromer or Cromer? And it has been flipped and it's running down. Okay. Except it's going in reverse. Interesting. I wonder if that has anything to... Dude, I am such a nerd when it comes to this stuff. Like, if you don't know me, I'm a book editor, and I tend to edit a lot of people who have series, like long series. Not just like trilogies and stuff, but like 7 books. And there's like so much world building goes into it, and like little pieces that come in at book 1 that aren't fulfilled until book 7, and I'm just like total nerd about it. So yeah, and that is part of what I help with editing is continuity between these series. So I was like, it's going upside down. So I wonder if that, I wonder what role that upside down plays in their world, because like there's these little details like being split in like 8 different pieces. Like those details aren't in there for no reason. Like it's not flowing down to up for no reason. There's a reason it's defying gravity and going the opposite way you would assume, like it's rewinding. Hong Zhong's dream. Okay, so dream, but y'all have told me that the Cromer is Cromer, long or short. Oh, let me know. That I guess I would have to see how it's written in Hangul. If it is even. Apparently I'm all over the place this morning. I'm sorry. It must be the Irish coffee. Dimensions. Like, the question is he dreaming, or is this him slipping into another dimension? Are they one and the same thing, or are they genuinely different? The world inside the television that cannot be reached. Hang on, what was inside the television? Okay, so it's just a bunch of different, it looks like K-pop type performances, and hang on, I'm gonna minimize this, and I don't want y'all seeing what other windows I have open. Okay, so this was July 2020. I was trying to figure out how early in their career this was. If the world that cannot be. Yeah, and this is why I dork out about this kind of stuff. It's kind of why I do lyrics the way I do, because it's like stuff is said for a reason in a certain way. The world inside the television that cannot be reached. It was that, like, well, literally, you can't literally reach through a television. Like, I cannot touch you. Like, it could mean that. Like, you can't reach that, or you can't interact. You can't actually be there. It's on the television. You can't be there. Or does it mean because it looks like all K-pop performance type stuff going on here? We have people on stage singing, dancing, and all that. Is it, could that also mean the world inside the television that cannot be reached? Is that the K-pop world? Is that kind of their dream? Their treasure that they're trying to get to? They feel like they can't reach it, because he's looking like an ordinary guy out on the street. The world that they live in and the world that I live in is blocked. Okay, so I think it is a little bit more of that K-pop. They're falling out of my ears. It feels like it's a little bit more of that, like that world is unattainable type of thing. Just like the see-through glass. So we have spray paint, baseball glove, we have some basketball back there. It looks like a hangout. My dreams, my friends, and my family. Interesting.
걸.
Can I find them again? So yeah, because that's not ATEEZ. Like, so he's got like Hung Jung's character in this has a actual family that he's trying to get back to, and that honestly, even though I can't really see it really well, it looks like 3 generations. It looks like a grandma, grandpa, parents, kids type of deal. So okay, so we have
다시 찾을 수 있을까?
So we have a lost boy of sorts who's wandering and trying to get back to his actual family. Gravity is being defied here as well. Sungwon's memory. Interesting that it goes from dream to memory. Okay.
부족한 난
I thought I lack in many areas and have much to learn. I think I lack in many areas and have much to learn. A lot
배워야
of
할 것이
to-do list. Interesting. To do. Some check
많다고
marks.
생각했다. 힘들어도 정해진 길을
Though
따라
I am tired, if I try to follow the path
발씩
one step at a time,
앞으로 나아가다 보면
so you got a girl just jiving away to some music. And I guess that's juxtaposed, put in opposition with this very, extremely formal lifestyle of his that he has here. This is extremely organized, extremely regimented, and, he's got this whole wall of to-do lists. It's extremely, just very dun, 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 dun. And then you have this girl who's just dancing away, free-spirited, and he's looking at her like, oh. Opposites,
그때 난
I finally realized what I lacked the most. Okay, so... Alright, so yeah, for me, that's a message of going from this regimented life of doing what you are supposed to do. Stop. Line is literally drawn here. Do not go into that free spirit realm. And he makes the decision to step over. This is going to be a long reaction. But it's definitely, like, I've been wanting to get to know ATEEZ a bit better. Like, I feel like even though I've been reacting to him for a decent time, I haven't really had, like, this really good grasp on it. And this is, like, helping me get a pretty good grasp on, like, their storyline. So this is awesome. Bracelet. Be free.
내가
Yep.
가지지 못한 것
What I didn't have.
내게
What I
진짜로
really
필요한
needed.
것.
Young's choice. Okay, so we have a dream, a memory, and a choice. Dig in the ponytail, buddy.
수많은 사람들 앞에서는
The fear
두려워.
of being in front of many people.
무대 공포증.
Stage
나
fright.
혼자서는 버티기
I
힘든
couldn't
것이었다.
endure it by myself. It's very interesting because you just see them as, well, you don't just, but you see them as who they are now, and then you hear something like I don't know how true, because you have two different things. You have characters that they may be playing, and you also have I get the sense that these characters that they're playing do indeed reflect themselves a bit, where you have Hung Jung's dream being like, it isn't just the character that he's portraying in this fictional world that they are creating through, you know, all the holities and these dimensions and stuff. That's a fictional world. But you also have the characters that they're playing reflecting genuinely themselves. And Hang Zheng having a dream of being able to be those people on television, that how it seems unattainable, but like that's his dream. And then you have Songhua, who, yeah, he does strike me as a pretty organized and like regimented individual, and like his that being his memory of himself being just always just regimented, just always just organized and not allowing himself freedom. And then we have Wu Yang, who is an extreme performer. You know, he's really good at performance. And for him, this is his choice. He's saying, hey, like I'm choosing to, I'm guessing, get out of my comfort zone and really do this. He's closing his eyes and pretending like no one's watching. If I am not alone,
함께 해주는 친구들이 있다면
I can do it. As long as I have
나도
friends
해낼 수 있을
that will
거야.
support me. Very cool. Very cool. So they're in their hangout, doing their thing. And that is the thing, man, is like you can have stage fright, but you can also have these friends that you like are totally cool with being just. Even the most extreme introverts can be extroverted with their circle of friends and just be totally out there and like give themselves, you know? So that's cool to see that, like, we have, I'm guessing he's an introvert, and he's saying, hey, like, hey, I can do this with my friends if I just close my eyes, and that is freaking adorable. You guys are cute. If I just close my eyes and think about, like, my friends are here with me doing this, like, I can do it with my friends, then I can do it here.
이젠 난 혼자가 아니야.
I do not think that I am alone anymore. Get it, get it. Which is cool because, y'all, it's a choice, man. It's like, a lot of people can say, dude, but I'm introverted, I'm shy, I'm this, and yeah, I can't do that, I can't go out there, I have stage fright, I can't go out there and put myself out there. It's like, it's a choice, man. It's like, imagine if Ouyang, the introvert, would have said, I can't do that, man, I got stage fright, like, I can't put myself out there, like, look at that, like, it's scary, dude. Don't get me wrong, it's scary. I've spoken in front of a lot of people, and it is not comfortable. It is not comfortable, but, yeah. Didn't even see that coming. Good chance for a break. Coffee. Okay, I have a coffee refill. Don't worry, it's not more Irish whiskey. I have coffee. Irish coffee. So he ran to a locked gate. I have no idea what that says. Is that their hangout got, So he sad and walks away. Hey, dude. Oh, Gracie, hi! Yo-song's time. Hi, sweetie. Okay, so we have... Can I... let's use my own memory skills. We have a dream, we have a memory, we have a choice, and we have a time. Bye. Bye. It's a rare appearance of Grace, y'all. She rarely shows her face on camera. Hey! Come here. Grace. Hey. Come here. Come here. She never listens to me either. You. Hey. Come here. Alright, sorry.
아버지는 나에게
My father taught me to go expand my dreams freely. Good lesson, Dad.
제한된 자유,
Limited freedom,
새장 속에
like a bird in a
새가 된
cage.
것 같아.
Interesting. I wonder if that's a critique on his father's words. He said, like, yeah, go expand. What was it? Go expand my dreams freely. And yet, I have the feeling there's this and yet. It's this classical structure, this classical idea of what expanding the dreams are. That is my husband. I should probably text him back, but I won't. I'll at least look at what he has to say. Can you pull a marinated rack of ribs out of the freezer, please? Yes. Yeah, it's like even... And that is a criticism that I've heard quite a bit of from K-pop individuals, particularly about the Korean culture, but it applies to many cultures around the world where even parents, even those in your life who have the best of intentions and want you to really expand your horizons, there's this idea of what that means. And, it's the classical arts being extremely well respected and like, yeah, by all means, like, do art, do music, do this and that. And by that, they mean, like, play the violin. Not necessarily get into hip hop and rap and try to be a K-pop star. That's not exact. So there's, I just that little visual there and the words make me feel like he's kind of saying, like, yeah, I was allowed a certain amount of freedom, but it was like this little space of freedom where I was still expected to play within the bounds and experiment, but experiment here, Bye. You're cute. Love that cat's face. Birds are out of the cage. Look out. He's going to play, too. He's like, hey, check this place out. Y-E-S, yes. There, he's been responded to. Alright, so yeah, they're going like, hey, let it out, buddy, let it out. Where I can truly laugh.
내가 진짜로
I feel truly free when I am with them.
이들과 함께 할 때야.
Very cool. So he felt constricted before, and now that he is on this team, which is interesting because when you're on a team, like you have to be a team player and you have to play like within this bounds of how the team plays. But yeah, he says like, hey man, on this team, I am able to like really actually genuinely be that expansive individual. Sans resolution.
또 다시
I was told I have to
이사를
move
간다고
again.
한다.
So did he move around a lot when he was a kid?
3개의 학생증,
3 student ID cards,
3벌의 교복,
3 uniforms.
하지만
But
진
is that the real? Is that the place like the real? No
그들은 아무도
friends.
없다.
Which is sad because San has so much love to give. Sad. It's an interesting camera effect. Wow.
마치 내
It's just the world. Was that kind of like the world moving on without him type of thing going on there? It's just like he's just pushed out, like literally just pushed out of the picture. Like, just moving on, pushed out, bye.
마치 내 삶은
I feel like my life's being taken away
어딘가로
to
끌려가는
somewhere.
것 같아.
And I really like San. He seems like such a nice guy, and this sounds like such a painful kind of memory of having to move around and never actually being able to make friends that are close and stick because you leave, you know? More ads incoming. Alright, so he put his shoes on. got a very working man's thing going on here. He's got
이렇게
the
또
dirty old shoes. He's got the tank top. And do I have to say farewell to my friends again?
친구들과 헤어지는 건가?
On an escalator going down. Depressed. Changing his mind. Nope. Not going down. So his resolution was to stay put. Was that it? His resolution was to not move, but yeah, let me know about his history. Let me know if San actually did do a lot of moving around, and if that has much adherence to his real life story. And his brother. Interesting that the others were dream memory choice resolution, and now we have and his brother. Okay. There's egg crates.
아직 남아있는
This place, my brother's still beside me. Let me know, does he have a brother in real life? We have a smashed guitar. What happened to him was all because of me. Was there a body flashing out? Yeah. Huh.
나 때문이야.
Because like I said, I'm sure that there's this is a fictional world that they're building, so they're playing characters, so not everything is gonna be about them. But it's like they're also, I'm sure, putting certain those are crates. There's certain things that they are absolutely putting in there about kind of the fundamental basis of who they are as just human beings as themselves. So something definitely happened to his brother that was not good. The character, at least. They made music together, it looks like. I'm going to make his dream come true. So it looks like his brother, character, real life, whatever, I'm not sure. Both, neither. His brother looks like, based off of that, at least the character in the story had a brother who was maybe in a car accident and I'm guessing killed, or injured to the point of whatever, and the brother wanted to be a musician, and they were kind of doing it side by side. They were enjoying music together, but then that dream, for some reason or the other, stopped for the brother, and saying, like, I'm gonna carry this on, I'm gonna do this in your honor. Okay. Jungho's wanderings. Basketball.
한때 나의 모든 것이었던
They were
것들.
once everything to me. Team, I take it? Another team? That happens, dude. That happens. That happened to me my senior year in high school. Well, I was all state my junior year, and then ankle gone.
내 첫 번째 꿈도
My first dream. I know that he was at
그리고 나의 두 번째 꿈도
and my second dream. Oh, wow. So I know that Jungho is athletic and that he used to play sports and stuff. But again, let me know if this is like the fictional character, or if like he actually did legitimately have an injury at some point, and that kind of like gave him a decision to like not pursue athletics anymore. And like, dude, he's angry, man. he's he's an angry individual going after Mingy, and just like that little snippet, this is, hey, my second dream, like maybe the ending of his first dream, like just the toxicity that brought up inside of himself. My dogs are ringing the bells. I need to go outside. I'll finish my thought. That toxicity that it builds up for one thing to be dying, it just makes you bitter and ruins other things in your life because you just let it out. So the ruining of one thing in his life could have led to him just sabotaging another thing that he loved in his life because of just this bitterness and just, yeah, hang on. Anyway, that's extremely relatable, having one thing go really wrong in your life and then stuff just imploding because the whole pool is poisoned, yeah.
그리고 나의 두 번째 꿈도
My second dream. Set on fire, literally, yeah. Things are on fire. Feeling like the world is going down in flames because one thing fails. A dream, not just a thing, a dream.
농구도
Basketball, music as well.
이렇게 연기처럼 사라지는
Are they going to vanish away like smoke? Mingy's diary.
이어폰 속
Earphones in my ears. The
나
world is
혼자만의
mine for
세상.
now. Oh.
굳이 세상과 부딪히느니
I would rather be alone than encounter this
차라리 혼자
world.
있는 쪽이 나은 것 같았다.
So music is his escape, and I'm not sure how to take that part of it, because there's all different reasons to be fighting. You know, it's like that little snippet would make it look like he is the aggressor. You know, that he is the guy. But just because you're the one ending the fight doesn't mean that you're the one who started it. You know. But it could also mean that, yeah, he's the aggressor, that he's got stuff. I mean, the whole aspect of music being your escape means there's something that you are escaping from, you know, and it's not uncommon for that world to be kind of like this kind of brutal, violent, unwanted world where you're just not the person that you want to be. You want to be something else. So let's see more. Cute. See, like even that, like that is a direct juxtaposition, a difference of, like, you're getting into a physical confrontation with someone in which you're hitting each other and beating each other, and then you have this like extremely just gentle, nice, intimate setting where you have music, and you have, you know, Hongzhong just laying on Sunghwa's lap and Mingy's arm around Sunghwa. You know, that's just a very gentle, intimate moment, as opposed to literally using your fist. You know, that's That's what he'd rather be doing. He doesn't want to be this big, aggressive guy. And also interesting that he's the one that they chose him as the one for Jung-Ho's character to go after. Like, that being because, like, that's what he's trying to escape. That's what Mingy's trying to escape. And, like, that is, like, an inner team conflict 101 right there. very interesting that they picked him as like his character, as the one that Jung-ho's character goes after, because that's exactly what he's trying to escape through music and through this friendship, this team. And that is Jung-ho's, like, that's like really impacts further that, you know, Jung-ho was just imploding because he was giving to Mingi exactly what Mingi doesn't want, you know. So
약간 느꼈던 행복도
the short happiness I felt has nothing to do with me. Yeah, look at yeah. Short happiness I felt. Yeah, the short happiness I felt has nothing to do with me. I wonder if that's just him belittling himself, like that he's like this, being with these guys and being able to do the music and have these friends. It's a short happiness. You know, it's not like he's saying, no, this won't last. It's just this short happiness thing. Like, I don't deserve this kind of setting. You know, this has nothing to do with me. I'm not the kind of guy who gets to have this. You know, in the same way that we had Hung Jung early on saying, hey, that's an unattainable. Like, that stuff on the screen, that's unobtainable. That is not, like, it's TV. You know, then we have Mingi here saying, like, it feels really self-deprecating, like really just tearing yourself down, that this happiness, it's short, it's not gonna last, and it has nothing to do with me. Like, this is not my world. I am something else. I'm worse than this. I'm the guy who gets into fights. You know, I'm the guy who just tears down the world. I am not the guy who enjoys this. Like, I'm the guy who Jung-ho comes after, and like, this is me. This is me. You know, that's so sad. It's like, because even inside of that group, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is reality coming back to roost. This is what I deserve. Ouch! Like, ouch. Yeah, see, even, yeah, ouch. Like, because he was putting in his earbuds to escape the world, and now he's here with his friends who are supposed to be that, like, everybody else is saying, hey, this is our place, this is where we belong, this is great, and then Mingi is having to put in his earbuds to escape this. Like, ooh, yeah. Which I know that he's had his, you know, he's the one who had to go on hiatus for a fairly, you know, long period of time because he had, you know, some mental issues that he had to work on with himself. And that's just goes to show that, hey man, even in, and I'm not saying that ATEEZ themselves had anything that they were doing to him. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that even inside of a great group of people, that doesn't mean that people outside of you, like, just kind of fix what's going on, you know? That's, like, I don't know if they're talking about that at all here. It just makes me think of that. That, you know, just, your friends are fantastic, and they lift you up, and they surround you, and they're an amazing support system. But unfortunately, even having those friends, like, you still do need to look inside of yourself and work on yourself, man. And that's really so sad. So sad.
어차피 원래 난
I was
혼자였어.
always alone anyway. Like, just ouch. Like, just knowing that he's the one that went on that hiatus to have time for himself outside of the public eye, and then seeing that, it's like, I was always alone anyway.
The memories of short happiness.
The memories of short happiness.
And dreams broken into pieces.
Dreams broken into pieces. I don't know why her voice is so quiet. speaking in English, but I can barely hear her, so I don't know if you guys can.
Can I find it again?
Hang on, let me go with that.
When dreams broken into pieces.
Okay, so I wonder if... Oh... So we have, at the beginning, we have the 8 dimensions broken into pieces, and then we have the dreams broken into pieces. So we have holities that are in, like, this literal other dimension, but we also have this, terminology of these dimensions being broken into 8 pieces, and it looks like we have these 8 members of ATEEZ, or these friends at least, in this fictional world that they've created. We have holities, and we have these guys, right? And it looks like this is showing that these guys, these contemporary modern day ATEEZ type guys, are breaking apart and trying to... Like, is this whole thing like a journey of them finding one another again and, like, coming back together again? Because we got 8 pieces being broken together, dreams being broken into pieces. We have the Cromer. And maybe Holity's trying to help...
Find it again.
Maybe Holity's trying to help bring them back together again? Is that... Like, am I reaching there? At least earlier, like, maybe not the huge giant overarching, but maybe, like, I need to get more into their world, but, like, maybe the beginning pieces, like, that beginning part of their world being these fractured individuals coming back together again, and it could totally symbolize their, like, finding one another as a group to begin with, how they became ATEEZ, you know, and okay. Yeah, they're gathering around. Huh. That's really intriguing. Like, I so geek out on this stuff. I'm not even joking. I so geek out on it. So, I find that really interesting, especially, like, leave me comments. Especially if, like, these characters in this fictional world that they're building do have reflections on their, like, their own personal struggles in life. And you'd think that they do. I mean, I work with authors a lot, and, like, authors don't necessarily base characters off of themselves in large part, but it's extremely common for authors to, like, put little pieces of themselves or little pieces of, like, their loved ones into characters just to make it, like, more real, more three-dimensional to themselves, so that they can identify and write better about, like, what's, like, they can understand the character better and write better about them. That's adorable. And so yeah, drop me comments, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get to know ATEEZ more, and even though I've been reacting to them more, like, I feel like I'm just now really starting to scratch the surface on who they are as, like, people, you know. So let me know. All right, I'm out. I have a lot of stuff to do this week. I'm going to have a busy week of it, so I'm probably going to wind up pre-recording quite a bit of stuff, and I'll be working on that today because I want to. Have a good day.